Now we were talking about ki our Acer Predator laptop has a very little bit of problematic issue in opening a case. So say you are a nerd in opening a case, I will prefer that you go to a computer. It's better to go to a computer shop and ask the guy to open it. But in my experience, I have seen those guys even don't know how to open the laptops. I had a previous Asus ROG. They broke my behind case lock, and they said ki when you open the laptop it happens. But believe me, I did plenty of time. Before that I have opened many laptops and it did not I did not break any lock. So it's up to you. You are the owner of your machine, so it's your call if you wanna open by yourself or by the some experts of the computer. So let's just go here and open this laptop here. For this laptop, you will be, say if you have Acer Predator laptop, I think if you have a 2019 2020 and the 3060 which has just been released, they all have the same back cover. So for this I'm just using a simple this screw opening for this. I have already opened plenty of time, I think 4 or 5 times. I usually clean my laptops once in a month or maybe even faster sometime. I do lots of render on my laptop, so obviously my system get heat up really fast. I think my laptop almost continuously work for 24 hours most of the time. So whenever I have finished any project, I just put that directly to the renders. Plus I play lots of game also. So again, while gaming you need your temperature to be stable. If it's going 80 or 90, you will be having a thermal throttle. Now if you guys don't understand what is thermal throttle, you can just google it. It's like when the temperature reach at certain point, your CPU GPU will start degrading their performance. Okay, so we have opened it. Now I do not have a magnetic screw on it this, so if you have a magnetic you can just directly pull out the screws all around, but I do not have. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn this and drop all the screws here. I think on this laptop you will have 12 screws. I have already opened some of the screws before and I did not put it back because it's irritating, because mostly I open my laptop every month as I told you, and every time is screwing 12 screw is a little bit time taking. So just make sure before you open this case, just make sure you just check every screw has been taken out, otherwise you're gonna break your case. Nothing will happen to your motherboard and all, but you are going to break your case. Okay, so once you are done with this, now to open this, what you can do is as you can see here, you have a little bit of gaps here, so you can use a credit card, debit card or anything like that. So if I show you some problems why your temperatures go up, the first thing is, as you can see the vents here, it has lots of dust. If I just use this brush now, something you will be required if you want to clean your laptop by yourself, which I don't suggest. But yeah, right now everything is at the lockdown position. You cannot find a service center right now, and believe me, if you have even zero technical knowledge, you can do this by yourself. It's just the main problem is to open this case for the Predator. And say if your Asus laptop or you have a different laptop, I think the Asus laptop is very easy to. Okay, So coming back to this laptop, I have my Metro card right now here. So if you want to open your laptop, my laptop will be open fine. It's very easy to open. But the first time when you are opening it, it will be very difficult to open a Predator laptop from my experience. So the first thing you need to do is just try to open it from the front. This is the front area. Try to put your nails up here. So as you can see, even after opening, so you'll see this thing has been unlocked. Now for you guys it won't be this much easy. My laptop is totally now loosened up, but if you guys get a problem, what you can do is you can take this Metro card or any other card and you can just keep putting it like this. So what will it will do, there are locks here, it will just push the locks here, and don't worry about the they said nothing is going to get harmed if you use non-metallic. Even you can use the guitar pick, which is very better thing. If you use that will be easily make your laptop pull out the case. So just use this, and once you are done with this, you have to go from the right side first, then go to the left side. Once you reach this, then if you just pull it up, your case will come out. Now as you can see, right now my case is clean, your might not be, and I'll just focus on the next thing. I'll show you the problem here. So if I show you the problem, where is my clean brush? So I have this brush, I will share this link. So if you see this is the problem why your system gets heated up. So it will be all over this. When I open the fan, I will show you. So before you start opening your thing, the first thing you should always remember is just to make sure you unlock your battery plug, because you never know, you can touch with some tester or some circuit and it will be by default you can damage your motherboard. So just make sure you unplug your battery backup first. This is the first thing you should always remember. Once you are done with this, then you can start cleaning. See, you can directly see why this laptop was getting shut down. Even my temperature of the CPU and GPU were even 90 degree. So this is the basic reason of this, and I'll show you the next. When I open the case, you will see the problem. It's everywhere. This thing is everywhere. It's just making my vent block the air. The air does not come out from this if the ducts are this big around this. So just make sure you clean this first. Yeah. I will prefer that if your laptop is more than 7 or 1 year, just open this screws also and try to clean it, because when you open it, you will see why I just told you to open that. There are lots of dust inside this. So once you are done with this cleaning of this area, what you can do is, I'll just open this fan area. So to open the fan, the first thing you need to do is unplug the cables around the fan. Just open it. You can use tweezers, but I have some experience, so I'll just use my nails to pull it out from this side and this side. These are the two cables you need to pull out first of the fans, and then you have to unplug your modem connection. This should be out. Okay, so then only you will be able to pull out this fan. So once you're done with this, let's just open the vent here. So I'm going to just open the fan first, and then we will open this area, and I'll show you what I have done with my laptop to fix this. So already one screw I think I did not put it, so there will be one more screw up here, so you need to add that also. So once you're done, I'll just open this area, and then you can see right now there is not lot of dust up here. See, you see this curtain, dark curtain thing. So this is what is stopping your heat to go out or the air to come inside. So you have to clean this no matter what you do. If you buy an expensive laptop, this is your first thing you have to deal with it. If you live in India, oh my god, if you live, the place where I live is Greater Noida, and believe me, it's the dusts. Just be fine with it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just tearing out these stickers here. No problem in tearing out. So the fan vents will come out. So this is the easiest part. 90% of the time you can get away with this thing. Just open your fan, clean it with vacuum cleaner, whatever you like. I'll show you the easiest tricks also. So once let me just clean this. As you can see, the dust is believe me, I just cleaned this laptop 20-30 days back, and the temperature around this is just hilarious. So I'll show you the easiest thing you can buy, which is a very cheap. If you do not have a vacuum cleaner, don't worry, you can use that thing. So I'll just show you. I have that. So to clean your inside area, if you do not have the vacuum cleaner, this is the best way to go. You take this, just blow it. This is very powerful thing, and you can just apply. Lots of dust you will see is coming out from everywhere. So just keep, you see, everywhere this tiny curtain, dirt curtain will be there. Take your time, this will take some time. Clean it, use a brush. Believe me, you have to do this 2 or 3 months regular basis. Only then your laptop will have a temperature below 90 degree or even 80 degree. So once you're done with this, just make sure you clean your fans. If you like to open it, you can do that, no issues. These are the screw. Now this is screws opening. This is the very difficult thing to open. In the market I have searched it. This small screw was very difficult to find. I got it, if I have that tool I will show you. It cost me around 10 rupees, the screw which I found after searching for a long time. It cost me only 10 rupees, and then what I did, I took that screw. If I'll show you in a second, and then I just scrubbed to the ground for 5 minutes. And so I have a different type size of brushes, so I can go with this, or I'll just go with this to clean the vents here. So you can use this. As you can see, the smaller the better, the more clean your fan will become. Try to clean everything as much as possible. Don't wash it. These are the basic thing you will be needing. You don't use a toothbrush, it won't fit inside the toothbrush. So once you're done with this, this is all obviously little hazard. So if you have asthma and all, don't do this. Okay, so once you're done with this, now we have to open this area. Now this is the difficult part. Okay, so I'll show you how you can start. So we'll start with this area here. And what you need to do is, when you're putting the screws, try to put the right screw on the right side and try to put the left screw on the left side, so that way you might not get confused key where you want to put your screw. Basically what I do when I open this screws, I put in the order which I am taking out, so I know ki this screw is at the top, so I'm putting on the top. This is the bottom one, so I'm putting at the bottom one. Okay, then from the right side I'll jump to directly to the left side. I won't open the center one first. I just won't. I should slowly put pressure on all the sides. These are all these small screw. So this is the middle. Okay, I think this is the fourth. 1 2 3 4, and this is the fifth one. So this is the middle one, so I'll put it up here in the middle area. And okay, so I can just put it up this way, so just below this. So just make sure you have opened all the screws. This is very important. If you do not check this and you pull it up, you're gonna bend your vent area. So I'm just checking it. I have opened this. Yeah, so I've already opened every screws. So once I'm 100% sure, what you need to do is just pull it out from the left side. Something like that. Just put little bit of pressure. Take your time. Don't pull it out in force, otherwise you're gonna break something. So I'm just checking out if there is some screw left or not. Okay, so this side little bit left and right I did, and I was able to open it. Now if you check this out, you can see the problem here right now. As you can see, I'll just take the camera closer and show you. As you can see, my thermal paste has all dried up, because I changed this like 3 or 4 months back, and as you can see, it's totally has dried up on all the sides. So that is the thing, the first thing you need to see and fix that. You have to obviously need to clean that. Second thing is that when you first time open your Acer laptop, this area will have an orange something. You have to clean that and try to use a different thermal pads which I have used here. This will obviously decrease your temperature. I'll show you. I have a thermal pads. I'll show you that also, how you can apply that. Just hold on a second. This many thermal pads of different sizes. I have 3080 and laptop graphics card which I change manually. So you have to change this thermal pads. Now remember, thermal pads come with a different sizes. This laptop I guess requires 0.05 mm thermal pads. You can order 0.5 mm, or you can order something around 1 mm. So that should fix your problem. And what you need to do is, I'll show you one. I do not need to. I have already changed my thermal pads on this, so I don't need to change this. But yeah, if you want, you can go and change your thermal pads. I'll prefer that you change your thermal pad. That's the way you will see a significant decrease in your temperature. Okay, so one area I'm just going to change is this area. As you can see, this is totally wasted now. So it's a very small area. So to apply that, I have to find a very thin thermal pad here. I think I will go with this one. This is 0.05, and if I just check out from the previous only, if you see the size of it, yeah, it's almost the same size. All you need is scissor or something. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to check out which place this was here. So it was, yeah, I got the place. So as you can see, this is the place it was here, and it was totally destroyed, disintegrated into different parts. So to clean this area, I have this curtain box which is soaked up with alcohol. This is to remove nails, but I just ordered from Flipkart. I'll again share the link for this. So this is a totally new box. You can use any fragrance, doesn't matter. So it has alcohol soaked up. You can start cleaning up this area first. I'll just clean up this area, then I will jump to the thermal area. Okay, so as you can see, I have just cleaned that area, and then I'm going to clean this area. You can clean with this only, you don't need another one, but yeah, if you want, you can just take another one, clean it. Now you do not even need to order this from a Flipkart. You can directly go to a shop and ask them for this kind of any jewelry shop, small jewelry shop. They have all this, so you can use this, or you can use thinners. It costs you around 10, and you can use the cotton ear cottons on that, and then you can clean it. So I just cleaned all the dirt around this area, every area. So just keep doing it till you find it. Don't clean your chip area, just clean this area. Now see, the reason why you should apply a thermal paste, you can see this area, these all are put up with some cover. For the reason being it put up with some covers is that the heat should not transfer to the chip. So that's why you need to apply some thermals to this. I have already applied this thermal.
I'm just going to show you how you're gonna use one thermal pad.
Is just going to put it up here, as you can see this area. So either you can take a scale or something to measure this, or you can just go on a lump sum area. So I know key, okay, so this is will be this much. It should not be bigger, and then this should be this much. This is just fine. When you buy expensive laptops, they always use the cheapest quality. Now remember one more thing, if you are going for a thermal pads, this is just I think 3 watt something is 3 watt, yeah, 3 watt something thermal paste. If you are going for a even better, if you want a better solution, go with the 6 kilowatt something is the power of the thermal is. So if you apply that, that will reduce your temperature even more. So just put that, I've just put that thermal pads there to fix that. You can just go with this also, and you can just go with this also, this area also. I won't be changing this area. These are the VRAMs there, so let that be sticking there. Then those are just doing fine. So all you need to do 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So you need to change the 8 thermals. All you have to do is just select this area, select it. I'll show you one. I'll show you. I'll just waste one of these to show you. So what exactly I did, I just took the measurement of one of them, say till here to here, yeah. I don't know if you guys are able to see or not. So then you need to just stick it here, and that is it. Just remove the plastic from both sides, from the top and bottom. Just make sure you do that. I forgot for one of the thermal pads, I just forgot that, and my temperature was going skyrocketing everywhere. So when I reopened it, I found that. So you do not want to do that. Just make sure when you put the thermal pads, just put it up here first. Happy with that. Let's go with the paste here. So for the paste I'm using the glid GC Extreme. See, I have used Thermal Grizzly, I have used Cooler Master, I have used the locals. What I found, this one is the best of them. It cost me around 800 rupees, Indian rupees, and this is just the new one. I just ordered it. So that's a spatula. If you want to go with the spatula, you can, but I never preferred this spatula because when you use spatula, it will leave some bubbles, and that's a big problem. To go diagonally in all sides. So thermal paste, this is not that much lucrative, so just try to go diagonally, just covering all the way. This was not happening. Let's put some more paste at the center. For the GPU, the temperature was fine, but when I lifted it, the problem started. There it was not covering all the way, and the GPU was heating like a hell. So this is something like this. Just try to cover it, I guess. Okay, so I think overall I'm done this time, and this time it should be covering all the way. It has enough thermal paste now. The good thing and the bad thing about this paste is it's not that much lucrative. If you had applied another paste, it would have surely covered all the way, but this just got I think only 80% of the area. So I just cleaned it again. I'll just go back and put it back, and finger crossed, this time it should be doing its job. Okay, now I see. So I'm just pressing it up. Don't press too much. Just one more thing. Whenever you are taking out this plate, just try it from behind. Don't try to pull it from front. Pull it from behind. You use this two vents to push it up. You will be easily able to pull it out. I left it for 5 minutes. Once you are done with this, all you have to do is just assemble the things back. So we'll start with the right thing, this fan, and I'm just checking out how many dust it does have. It does not have too much of dirt up here, but obviously just before I close the lids, let's make sure it's clean. See how much dust is. Even if you think you have cleaned every dust, there will always be some dust left. So okay, so once I'm done with this area, what I'm going to do is obviously I need to screw this first. Just make sure you do that first. Okay, so I know, okay, that's why I just put the screws on the order. I know, okay, I have to put this screw this side. I'll take the screw. Sorry for all the mess here, not good with the arrangements, but yeah. So let's just these were the small screws, 1, 2 and 3, so I'm going to use them. Don't tight too much at this beginning. Just put the screws one by one. Once you're done with this, let's go this side. Perfect. So we have done completed this side. Then you can come to this side. You have 4 small screws for this side also. And remember this thing, doesn't matter which laptop you are using, the ideas will be same, but the Predator series, yeah, obviously I think the rule of thumb will be same. uh, they have all have the same heat sink. I guess the 2010 sorry, the 2020 series also have the same. This is the i9 processor. You guys might have i10. All I'm doing is just tightening a bit, being careful not to screw too much. Okay, so I'm happy with the thing. Let's just start putting back this fans. So this will be from this side, left side, and I think I have lost one of the screws for this fan. So I just have to deal with one of these screws only. So tight it up from this side, this one behind. Okay, I can go and plug it back. You can do this later, but what I like to do is, as I just put the things, I like to add the plugs also. So once you're done screwing every parts back, so then you can just relax. You did a good job. So as you can see, this is a very easy. All you have to do is just open close things. There might be some parts. Okay, the modem is connected. Now remember to be easy on that modem thing, otherwise you're gonna break that circle which is getting plugged in. So just be easy, don't push it too much. This all glue will be gone. You can order a tape so you can put it back. So yeah, this will be the overall idea. Okay, so once you're done with this, just make sure you plug your battery back. Most of the time this is the thing you're gonna forget it. I think overall I have just done fine for the things. I can go back here. Before I do this, I'll just do this, make sure every part is on. See, so it's just still going here and there. Okay, so once I'm done with this, side, I'm going to put it back and we'll test the benchmark here. This thing works or not. So let's just open and check. Make some sound. Yeah, it's making some sound. As you can see, we have my laptop working. Okay, so I'll take this to my room and I'll just benchmark this and I'll let you know how much temperature I'm getting. So okay, here is our stretch benchmark. As you can see, we are at we are using 94% of the CPU, and the GPU is 100%, and the temperature is amazing, somewhere around 63, and the GPU is 56. Now remember, I'm in a AC room. It's quite chill out here, so you might not be say in a normal room temperature. This should not exceed more than 75 degree. This should not go. If it's going above 75 to 80 degree, that means you messed up with some thermal paste. So you have to go back, open it, and reapply thermal paste. That is the only way. If your temperature is going above 80, this should not go above 80, even at the room temperature. So yeah, excellent benchmark coming up. So thanks for watching it. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.